Preeti? Are you sensing when you're looking at the way South India is playing out at the moment? We've given 3 states. All 3 states, the BJP making small gains. Is the sense that you're getting that in contrast to the north, where it's the opposition which has something to gain because the BJP maxed out? South India, are these findings surprising you, especially a state like Kerala, for example, BJP possibly winning its first Lok Sabha seat?
Well, I haven't traveled much to the south because I focused on the Hindi heartland. But yes, because at least with our teams that had gone down, the suggestion was that in a state like Karnataka, that the Congress would do better. But I do understand with what Rahul Verma also, chipped in, where the woman vote is concerned. It's not just in one layer. The woman votes in multiple layers. I've been able to speak to them, and that's across the board. It's not just the schemes that you offer them, because Karnataka is giving them a lump sum. Not just that. Will it reflect, say, in a West Bengal, where you have a Mamata Banerjee banking on just a direct cash transfer? Similarly, in Delhi, where Arvind Kejriwal is promised 1,000 rupees, or what's going on in Odisha, which is also fighting a state election. So, yes and no. When I do think where Kerala is concerned, Rajdeep, that you brought up, I'm a little surprised. I would think that...
Are we surprised, Rashid Kidwai? What would this mean for the Congress party, especially Karnataka? A state where you're ruling and you're being wiped out by the BJP. That would send out shock waves, certainly within the Congress. Your party president is from Karnataka. Even that doesn't seem to be working.
Absolutely. If Rajeev, if these numbers hold true, then it seems that nothing is working for the opposition. Because look, Karnataka, there is a lot of welfareism, there are a lot of guarantees are there. There is a good governance, there is a proven track record of regional Satrap, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge, a Dalit, and even then, if Mr. Modi is going to walk away with 22 Lok Sabha seats, I think there is very little Congress can hope in the rest of the country. Similarly, gains in Kerala, very surprising. Karnataka, Tamil Nadu. If that holds true, then I think very bad news. And this will set in a lot of disquiet, Rajdeep, in party-ruled state of Karnataka.
Also, Rajdeep, would you not reckon somewhere down the line, if the JDS is holding on to those seats, then everyone thought that it is going to be the complete demise of the JDS. It's not there. They're holding on to their Vokaliga vote bank. They're denting the Congress.
They are holding on for the BJP to eventually swallow them.
But
if the JDS thinks that this vote is for them, it isn't. The JDS has piggybacked in a way on the Modi factor in a Lok Sabha election. Shankar, you want to make a quick point? Guarantees, all those Congress guarantees have 1 year later exhausted themselves.
So there are no guarantees in politics. Basically, that is the story here. If everything that the Congress has cribbed about elsewhere, that we didn't have resources, we were not in power, we couldn't do this, we couldn't do that. Here's a state where you had 2 active politicians, 2 competitors for the chief minister's post. The Congress president is from the state. You had all the guarantees. You couldn't have complained about resources. And then you do this. I mean, if this number holds true, it reflects rather poorly on the promise of the central leadership, because they did win the state elections.
Okay, let's now take you through what the situation in Thiruvananthapuram is. Remember, this is one of the hot seats that we are tracking, seeing a pitched contest between Shashi Tharoor of the Congress party and Rajeev Chandrashekhar, the Union Minister of State for Electronics and IT. Our poll suggests that Rajeev Chandrashekhar is in with a real shot. It doesn't necessarily mean that Shashi is losing. What this means is that our poll in the sample that we picked up shows Rajeev Chandrashekhar as having a real chance at winning this very contested seat. And that would be quite a big achievement for the BJP if they're able to win in Thiruvananthapuram.
Actually, Kerala would be huge. Because Tamil Nadu, as has been said earlier, the BJP has won seats in the past. During Atal Bihari Vajpayee's time, they won 3 seats in a Lok Sabha election. So it's not new. Kerala would be virgin territory. O. Rajgopal was the one who came closest many years ago in Thiruvananthapuram itself. So Rajat Sethi is smiling broadly every time you've been saying Trivandrum, because it appears at the moment that Trivandrum is really throwing up a close fight.
This is just the hot hawa here.
Sure.
That's all it means.
Sure, but it shows the very fact that in the fight is a real sign.
I have been telling you consistently that BJP has been doing a lot of social engineering experiments in Kerala. They are reaching out to the Irava votes. They are reaching out completely to the Nair votes. And the Christmas outreach that they did to the Christian families is unprecedented.
But it didn't work in the past. They
No,
tried
it is
to,
working. This stitching of gradually these vote banks is what is reflecting in 27%. Look at the sorry state LDF is cutting here. 29%. Pinarayi Vijayan should actually be very, very worried. He is actually on his way out, and BJP might as well be the principal opposition party. Another very important thing, the entire plank of India Alliance in southern states was that South India is an independent India. We pay far too much taxes. We are not getting financial equity in terms of the budget allocation and all of that. That was the principal plank. And I think if this result holds, this means that the people do not believe that what the leaders of the Congress party and the southern states like the DMK or the left are trying to say or trying to create a divide between North India and South India. They should prevent doing this in the future, because this is not cutting ice for them.